Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. In today's video, I'll be setting up my new bullet journal pages. The theme I decided to go for, which is another floral one, as I said in my last month's plan with me that I plan on keeping it floral for the rest of the year. I decided to go for hydrangeas. Many reasons are that hydrangeas are basically the only flowers I actually like, and they're just a lot of fun to draw, and they're very pleasing to look at. Usually hydrangeas they basically look like a tiny shrub of many flowers on atop a green stalk, but I was inspired by this particular post that I saw on Pinterest, and I decided to make the hydrangeas appear like as though they are hanging from a wood panel, sort of like a creeper, sort of like, grapes hanging off. You get what I mean. It looks like a creeper basically. Yeah, I really like the look of how this whole page turned out, especially how it extended across both the pages. I did say in my last month that I will make the calendar page a double page spread, but I really did not want to waste another page because I don't really go back and forth and look at the calendar page unless and until I have to look at some important events, and so I decided to keep my calendar page to a single page spread this time, and it's the same dimensions as last month, 3.5 by 5 dot grid spaces, and yeah. One of the coolest things about hydrangeas is that it comes in a variety of colors, but I decided to go for purple. I love purple. I have a very unnatural obsession with the color purple. I decide to go for everything purple. My last bullet journal was purple in color, and if this new bullet journal had a purple color, I would have 100% gone for it. It would make a lot more sense to have had purple nails on instead of black, but my purple nail polish bottle refused to cooperate with me. So anyhow, I think purple is such a calming color, and May being the mental health awareness month in India, I wanted some really nice calm vibes for this month. Now, one of the things I really wanted to address was the delay in uploading this video, as well as my lack of presence on this channel for over maybe 4 weeks. For the last 3 to 4 weeks, my mind has been all over the place. I felt this unnatural pressure on myself to create more content and to create the perfect content. So what I decided to do was I just took a week of social media, and the week after that my phone, which I was using for filming videos, fell and its display cracked and it was not working, so I could not film for another week because of technical issues. However, this video was filmed using an old phone, so I really do hope the clarity is good. And also during one of those weeks, the weather has been so bad over here. It's just been so dark and dreary. Lighting was, the last 3 weeks was making it impossible for me to film any videos. So I really apologize for the delay. And here I am setting up the remainder of the calendar spread, and I decided to keep it with lilac. And one of the other things, I didn't like how I wrote May, the particular font, so I just took some brown packaging paper and I wrote May in a better font basically, and I really love how the brown paper just added a bit of an aesthetic touch to the whole page. And now I'm currently setting up my mood tracker, which is basically a full-fledged hydrangea flower, and this was so much fun to draw. My hand was cramping at the end of this, but I still really had a lot of fun drawing it. I drew out 31 flowers using my Sakura Pigma Micron. Again, link in the description to all the products that I've used in this video. One of the most fun things to experiment with in the bullet journal is the mood tracker. For every single month of my bullet journal, my mood tracker always ends up being a little bit different, and they usually also turn out to be my most favorite page in the bullet journal. And this month I decided to keep my mood tracker, decided to track my moods based on the shades of lilac. Since I didn't have that many, I only had 2 shades of purple, I decided to even use pink. And for the title of the page, as I love the look of the brown sheet in my title page so much, I decided to carry it on throughout the entire setup. And it looks very aesthetic. For the mood tracking, I will be, the days I'm having a good mood, it'll be a dark purple color, and on days when I'm not having a great mood, I won't be coloring in the flower. So at the end of the month, this will look like a very pink lilac hydrangea. And I brought the page together by drawing some extra stray hydrangea flowers. Up next is the habit tracker, and for the title of which I decided to use the brown paper, and I drew out more hydrangeas. This setup is similar to what I did last month. I drew out 6 of the calendar setups, and the habits that I decided to track were medication. I have daily medication to take, so I need to track that. Working out, which I have barely been doing for the last 3 weeks. Probably that's why my mental health has been all over the place. Hydration, weeding, which I have finally decided to do, and I think I want to carry on doing that. And gratitude and vitamins. I have been feeling so tired lately that I've decided to start eating vitamins. Up next is a new page to keep me in track of how the week is going, because ever since this quarantine began, all the days of the week just seem to be blending into one another, and I don't know when Friday ends and when Saturday begins. So I decided to give myself a bit of a weekly routine. This spread will actually help me keep in track of the work that I have to do, and it confines the work that I have to do within the week, like from Monday to Friday, because I want to do nothing related to any sort of work on the weekends. And for the expense tracker, I initially thought of not keeping an expense tracker this month, but since the lockdown will be slightly more relaxed and I will end up buying a lot of items, I just wanted the expense tracker to be there to keep me in check of my spending habits. And I brought together the weekly routine page by drawing a hell ton of hydrangeas. And lastly is my weekly setup. I was inspired by this particular spread done by Amanda Rich Lee in her last month's weekly setups, and it's a lot more versatile and it just gives me a lot more space to plan. As I said, I don't usually do double page spreads, but since I have a lot of work and I have a lot on my plate, I needed the extra planning space. One extra thing I decided to do throughout all the boxes in this month is I added a lot of drop shadows, and you can customize this page to however you want it to. So I decided to make the 3 major boxes as to-dos, that is work related stuff, any errands, something for the self, something to watch, and a tiny sleep tracker. and the tiny boxes at the bottom are like a schedule basically for me. With that, we come to the end of the setup, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, tap the bell icon so that you can be notified whenever I post a new video. Stay safe, stay healthy. I will see you guys in another video soon, and bye.